He was never built for peace. He didn't come into this world to be soft, kind, or healing. He arrived wrapped in agony, called into existence by suffering that never found words. He wasn't just a man, he was punishment made flesh, a force of nature summoned by wounds too deep to close. He was their storm, their reckoning, and they, in their arrogance, thought they could survive him.
As for me, I am not the echo of hope. I am not a lull in the violence. I am not the silence that comes before destruction. I am the destruction. I am the scream that shatters comfort, the pulse in the throat of cowards, the lightning flashing behind the eyes of the betrayed. Do not mistake me for mercy wrapped in skin. There is no forgiveness here, only fury sharpened like a blade. I didn't arrive to soothe or to forget. I came to keep score, to ignite the memory of everything they tried to bury. I was never born from warmth. No light shined on the day I emerged. I was shaped from the grief they ignored, from the sobs that shattered the silence and went unanswered. I was carved from betrayal, chiseled by neglect, raised by the cold absence of those who should have stood beside me. Whatever I was before is gone. I've shed that skin. I'm not a man, not a shadow, not even a ghost. I am what remains when everything human is stripped away and replaced with fire. They think revenge is loud, but it's not. It doesn't scream. It watches, it studies, it waits with teeth bared and heartbeat steady. I smiled while the inside of me splintered, played calm while rage tore through my ribs. I followed their rules designed to break people like me. That was their first miscalculation. They thought control would last. They thought obedience was loyalty. They believed silence meant consent. There was never justice meant for someone like me. No one coming to save me. No cavalry riding over the horizon. Only the fire that refused to burn out. Every lie they told me, I digested. Every poisoned word I swallowed and let it rot inside until it turned to venom. Then the shift began, subtle at first, but relentless. The kindness rotted first, then compassion, then vulnerability, until what was left was cold metal and long shadow. Each time they mocked my pain, each time they smiled while I bled, I carved their cruelty into the steel of my spine. I became a living vault of violence, a museum of every time they left me behind. But I do not grieve for what I was. That version of me lies buried, and from her grave I rose, not as who I had been, but as what they feared most. They called me fragile. They thought I'd shatter. Instead, I evolved. Pain taught me lessons no teacher ever could. Hate whispered secrets that love never dared to say. Now I speak their language fluently, better than they ever did. I know when to strike, where to strike, and how to never let the wound close. There will be no apologies when I move, only the roar of every version of me they try to silence. I was not broken, I was reforged, each betrayal tempering me, each scar a signature on my transformation. They stripped everything from me, took what mattered, burned what I loved. But they forgot to take my fire. They underestimated the will that still burned in the ashes. They thought I'd stay buried, but I wasn't buried. I was planted. Now I bloom in vengeance, and I'm not gentle. They will pay for every cut, every scream they ignored, every sleepless night they caused. I will give back what they gave me, only multiplied by 1,000. They thought betrayal would bury me. They thought cruelty would end me. But I survived. I climbed out of their pits stronger, sharper, colder than they ever imagined. I remember it all. The laughter, the betrayal, the cowardice behind locked doors. They didn't know I was listening, that I was watching, that I was cataloging every betrayal. Every blade slid quietly into my back. Now it's my turn. I used to think I'd forget. That time would soften my fury, blunt the blade I forged from pain. But not all wounds heal. Some go too deep, too raw to ever close. They abandoned me in the dark, thinking I'd vanish. But they didn't understand. I became the dark, and now, when I come for them, there will be no warning, no mercy, only silence, and then the scream. They will see my face in every nightmare, hear my voice in every gust of wind, feel my presence in every flicker of fear. They will know the time has come. Their pain will match mine. Their terror will mirror the fear they once made me swallow. Justice won't come from courts or fate. It will come from my hands, and I will not hesitate. There is no kindness left in me, no forgiveness tucked beneath the scars. They took it all. Now I will take what they cherish most. Their pride, their safety, their illusions of control. I will strip it away piece by piece until they finally understand what it means to beg for mercy and receive silence. Until they know what it's like to scream into a void and hear nothing in return. For every tear I cried, every night I spent trembling, for every time I thought I wouldn't make it, they will pay. Let them call me cruel. Let them name me heartless. I welcome it. Their opinion means nothing in the war they started and thought I'd never survive. They don't know what it takes to keep breathing through the pain. They don't know what it means to build yourself out of ruins and ashes. Kindness is a luxury for the protected. Mercy is a gift for the untested. I was never given either. I have lived in battle, fought to stay upright when everything wanted me to fall. I've bitten down on my own tongue to keep from screaming. I've clawed my way through doubt, grief, and rage to become something unstoppable. I don't regret it. Every hard choice, every brutal moment, every sacrifice carved into my soul. If I had to live it all again, I would. Because now I know the truth. The world doesn't reward the soft. It devours the weak. The world belongs to those who are willing to take it. And I will take it.